Ella has been a joy to see grow and develop into the person she is ready to present to the real world. She'll be graduating from our nursing program in the spring, and I have no doubt in my mind she will find endless success and excel in her career. I'm grateful to Ella for the memories we have shared throughout the years, and certainly will always be here to support and cheer her on. Senior Ella Berger. Our next senior, number 3, Carmen Lowry. Carmen has spent the last 2 years here at RTU after transferring from St. Clair Community College. Upon her arrival at RCU, she quickly demonstrated why she is known to be an elite lockdown defender. She has appeared in 41 games and counting for the Warriors and has provided a defensive standard for the program that goes unmatched. Carmen's story is one that I will hold close to me, and I am excited to see where the next steps lead her. She's been a joy to coach on the court, so competitive and driven, one of the best defenders I have had the opportunity to coach. I'm lucky to have played a small part in her journey and look forward to seeing her continue to grow into the person she wishes to be. Ladies and gentlemen, Carmen Lowry. Our next senior, number 15, Ashley Lou. A 4-year Warrior, Ashley began her freshman year leading the Warriors to the 2023 WHAC Conference Tournament Championship and helping the program earn a bid to the 2023 NAIA National Tournament. Ashley provides the Warriors with a lethal offensive threat, shooting a career 37% from beyond the arc. She has appeared in 94 games for the Warriors and counting. Having started in 66 of those, she currently has a personal career high in multiple statistical categories this current season. Ashley's story has been one that I am fortunate to have not only witnessed, but been a part of. She's given this program everything and more. A team captain this year, she brings examples of what is required for competition at the highest level. Her illustrious career at RCU on the court does not provide justice for how selfless a person that she really is. I'm sure she's going to continue to find success in the next phase of her life. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Lou. And our final senior, number 21, Kendall Zider. After spending her first 3 years at the University of Wisconsin-Parkside, Kendall transferred to RTU for her last year of eligibility. She has provided the Warriors with a positive impact in more ways than one. She has had several double-doubles in her lone year for the Warriors and had a single-game record of 8 blocked shots on January 3rd this year. She is currently posting averages of just about 13 points per game and 9 rebounds, having become a dominant presence inside for the Warriors. Kendall has been a blessing to this program and more. Her presence alone makes a difference for us, and it has been an honor to be part of her finishing out her playing career with us. I have seen her grow into both the amazing player and person she is today, and I couldn't have asked for a better seat through it all. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendall Zider. The 2025-26 Rochester Christian University Warriors Senior Day.
on the beautiful campus of Rochester Christian University and inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. This is Warriors basketball on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen MacDonald here saying hello everyone and welcome to our broadcast as the Rochester Christian Warriors host the Cleary Cougars on this Valentine's Day Saturday afternoon. The Warriors come in winners of back-to-back games, both coming away from Garth Pleasant Arena. They return home with an 8-3 record on their home floor this season. As a whole, a 16-9 overall record, 15-4 in conference play. Meanwhile, Cleary comes in 12-13 on the year with a 10-9 mark in conference play. And we send it down to the floor now to public address announcer Mark Stowers.
Rochester Christian University Warriors. As a reminder, Rochester Christian and the NAIA are committed to maintaining the true spirit of competition in athletics. We ask that all players and fans do their part by showing respect to every spectator, athlete, coach, and official involved in today's game. At this time, we ask that you would please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats. Join us in a word of prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner that by which our words and our actions are pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. And now, let's meet our starters for today's game. First, for the Cougars, number 1, Grace Kaplan. Number 3, Jeff Andrews. Number 11, Izzy Dougal. Number 24, Evelyn Cole. And number 30, Samantha Holscher. Their head coach, Elise Slump, her assistants, Jerry Wallace and Dave Slump. Starters for your Rochester Christian University Warriors. A 5'8" senior guard, number 3, Carmen Larry. A 5'8" sophomore guard, number 5, Simone Andrews. A 6'1" junior guard forward, number 11, Casey Summers. A 5'7" senior guard, number 15, Ashley Lou. A 6'2" senior forward, number 21, Brenda
Well, there you have it from inside of Garth Pleasant Arena from public address announcer Mark Stowers. Just about set to jump it up between the Warriors and the Cougars. As you just heard a moment ago, the starting lineups for both teams have to highlight the leading scorers for Cleary. Izzy Dougal, 15, almost 15 and a half points per contest this year. Tip is up and we're underway. Cleary in the all blue, Warriors in the all whites here at home. Samantha Holscher wears number 30, averaging just about 14 and a half points per game as Warriors come away with it on the interior. Kendall Zeider away with it on the run, drops it off to Summers for 2. That's the way you want to start if you're head coach Jared Ocampo. Whistling a foul right at the free throw line, try to get it into Holscher there. She got fouled. Lowry getting the start today. Picks up the foul, her first, team's first, just about 30 seconds in. Get it to Holscher, takes one dribble, goes up with it, got her own miss, had it rejected by Zeider, who hangs on. It'll be important for Cleary today to get Dougal and Holscher going against this Warriors team, something they weren't able to do last time these teams met. Dougal had just 2 points the last time these teams faced off. Holscher not much better, had just 5 on 2 of 7 shooting. Go down to the baseline looking for Summers, too tall for her. Warriors fans might remember we've highlighted this statistic from that contest throughout the season, but going back to the fourth quarter, the last time these teams met up, Warriors gave up just 2 points in the fourth quarter of that game as Holscher bounces it on the inside. Shot comes up short. Holscher tracks down the miss. Swing it around this way to Cole. 15 to shoot off that partial reset to 20. Jess Andrew drops it off to Cole. Another offensive rebound for Holscher, who gets fouled. So right away, one thing that Cleary has working for him, a couple offensive rebounds here in the first minute and change. Holscher to the line. They've credited so far Cleary with 3 offensive rebounds. Holscher's first is up and through. Check that, that was the second. Here's Loon, one of the many seniors honored before today's game. Corner 3 rattles home for J.C. Summers. Here's Andrew straight away, being marked by Carmen Lowry. Couple threes matched up there. Holscher bounces inside, turning, laying it up short was Izzy Dougal. Warriors look to push initially, now settle it down in the front court, get it all the way around to Carmen Lowry. Baseline, dropping it off, extra pass to the corner. Summers wants a 3 from the same spot, and same result. Ashley Loon picks up the assist. That's one thing that all season the Warriors have done so well of doing, is sharing the basketball. It was that extra feed to get it into the corner after the kick out from the baseline by Zeider. Summers will pick up her first. It'll be the team's third already, just about 3 minutes in. Holscher will go back to the free throw line. First one rattles out. Rochester Christian starts out the game 3 of 3 from the floor, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, both coming from the same spot from the same player, J.C. Summers. Cleary, meanwhile, 0 of 5 from the floor, but 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Andrews off a screen by Zeider. Bounces it into her. Has it stripped away by Evelyn Cole. Cole got the feed, put her heel back on the sideline. It'll be a turnover by Cleary. That'll be their third. Correction, just their second. And before Simone Andrews can advance the basketball, looks like the official on the far side, right in front of the Cougars bench, spotted some blood. Looks like on the arm of Samantha Holscher. Last time these teams met was just after the new year, January 3rd. It was a 70-37 win for the Warriors. Ashley Loon put up 20 points that day. Zeider grabbed 15 rebounds and had 6 assists as well in that huge win. Warriors come into this one winners of back-to-back. It was a 67-47 win at Cornerstone a week ago, and then followed it up just back on Wednesday, 59-54 at Siena Heights. Andrews to Summers straight away. Summers already 6 early points. Now Zeider wants to go baseline, lays it up and misses. Not going to see her miss on a shot like that all too often. Kick it outside, 3 on the way is short by Rail. Here's Loon with it. 15 on the possession for the Warriors as we hit 5:40 to play in the opening quarter. Loon reverses it for Simone Andrews. 5 on the possession. Andrews driving, scooping, and scoring. Warriors up 7. Cleary has yet to hit a shot from the floor. They're 0 of 6. Backing it out is Andrew. Long 3 on the way, off the heel, too strong by Cole. Dump it inside for Zeider, and then at the last second, threw it off the leg of Jess Andrews out of bounds. Couple Cougars come back in. Looks like it's Dougal and Holscher, so the top 2 leading scorers for Cleary come back in. 5:01 to go in the first. Zeider lost the handle on the inbound. Streaking up the floor was Dougal, had it poked loose by Carmen Lowry, and that shot's going to go wide. Shot by McKenna Jarrett goes out of bounds. Cleary will start out the game 0 of 8 from the floor. With 4:49 to go in the first, it's the Warriors up 7 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors lead it by 7, 10-3 with 4:49 to go in the first quarter. J.C. Summers off to a hot start, 3 of 3 shooting, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, has 8 points and 1 rebound. Simone Andrews has the other 2 points for Rochester Christian. Cleary just hasn't been able to get one to drop from the floor yet. Just before that timeout on the floor, they sent back in Dougal and Holscher. Loon had it stripped. Off and running as Holscher lays it up and lays it in. There it is. First field goal of the afternoon for Cleary comes from their second leading scorer in terms of points per game, Samantha Holscher. Comes into this one 6 games on the year with 20 or more points. In her second season with Cleary. Straight away for Mila Alls, 5 to shoot. J.C. Summers has it. Loon steps back at the buzzer, knocks it down. Warriors continue their hot start from beyond the arc. 3 of 3 from downtown. Send it inside looking for Dougal there. Pass goes awry. Rochester Christian 5 of 6 from the floor to begin play. We've got 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Summers tries to flip it to Loon. Tossed it away into the Cougars bench. Tight to the baseline, going straight up with it and laying it up and in was Dougal that time. Dougal in a game earlier this season, 29 points against Siena Heights. Has struggled with foul trouble throughout the season, has fouled out of 7 different contests. Amal Eunice wants a 3, gimme that! Warriors cannot miss from beyond the arc to start out the game. Holscher will lay it in for 2 at the other end. Rochester Christian 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Mila Alls hands off to Simone Andrews. Down to the baseline, her pass goes for Amal Eunice. Caught the feed, but stepped on the baseline. And I believe they got a foul in there somewhere. It goes on Holscher. That'll be her first and team's first. So they say the bump by Holscher caused Eunice to hit the baseline. And then Amal Eunice is going to pick up the foul, her first, team's 4th. Here's Holscher. Skip it this way. Now Andrew inside for Holscher. Holscher flips it up, pinballs around and down. So all of a sudden, a couple shots falling for Cleary here of late. Inside 2 minutes to play first quarter, and they've trimmed the deficit down to 5. Cleary up to 4 of 12 shooting for the quarter. Remember, they started out 0 of 8. J.C. Summers misses from that same corner that she knocked down her earlier threes from. Got it to the basket cutter there, whistle and a foul. They got it to Carissa Cochran there, cutting towards the hoop. Alls will pick up her first, team's fifth. So Cleary will go to the bonus with 1:27 to go in the quarter. First one is up and through by Cochran. Second one is up and through as well. And just like that, Cleary did well to sort of weather the storm by Rochester Christian to start out the game, find themselves down just 3 now. Zeider to the baseline, lays it up off glass, no, but a whistle and a foul. Cochran gets the whistle there, her first, just the team's second. Puts Zeider at the free throw line. Second one is through. First tally as the Warriors pick up at half court here. First tally for Kendall Zeider, also has a rebound and 1 assist as well, but missed on her lone shot of the quarter. Here's Loon on the go, drops it off Simone Andrews. Now Eunice posts it for Zeider. 47 seconds to go in the quarter, 16 to shoot. Her half hook doesn't fall. Around it goes. Cochran wants a 3. That's an air ball. Cougars with 13 points here in the quarter, 9 of them coming from Holscher. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist for her already today. About a 5-second difference between clocks. Looks like Cleary okay with just playing it out. See if they can get a stop and have a few seconds to play with. To Loon, 5 to shoot, 9 to go in the quarter. She'll get 2 timed outside. And a whistle on the screen by Mila Alls. Head coach Elise Schlump in her first season with Cleary felt like maybe there was a flop there on the part of Alls. 7.2 seconds to go. Bounce it for Simone Andrews. Gets to that mid-range baseline and sinks it. Half-court heave is short. And the Warriors will get out of the first quarter with a 6-point lead, 19-13, after 10 minutes of play. We'll step aside for just a quick timeout, come back with some first quarter stats in the second quarter on deck on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors lead it by 6 after 1. J.C. Summers had 8 points in that first quarter of play for the Warriors. Simone Andrews knocked down a jumper from the baseline just before the quarter ended. She finished with 4 points on 2 of 3 shooting. On the other side, Samantha Holscher, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 of 5 from the floor in that first quarter of play, but she'll need some help from her teammates in the scoring department. Cochran had a couple free throws there late in the quarter. Izzy Dougal had 2 points on 1 of 4 shooting. Second quarter is underway, Warriors and Cougars. On Valentine's Day, it's also Senior Day for Rochester Christian today. Honored the senior class before the game. Turning and scoring off glass to begin the second quarter, Kendall Zeider. That'll be the first field goal for Zeider. She went 0 for 2 in the first quarter. Did knock down a free throw, though. Zeider, one of the seniors that was honored before the game today, along with the likes of Ashley Loon and Carmen Lowry. Lowry getting the start here today. Alls from straight away, that's off the heel. Rebound comes down to Cleary. They've done well rebounding the basketball so far, have the Cougars. That's one thing that Rochester Christian has done a good job of throughout this season. Ring it down from beyond the arc. Evelyn Cole from the wing. First 3 of the afternoon by Cleary. And after that slow start by the Cougars, started out 0 of 8 shooting, they've since gone 5 of their next 7 from the floor. Warriors still shooting it above 61% for the game so far, though. 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. Get it in tight to Dougal. She was double teamed down there. Still got the shot away, but missed. Amal Eunice on the run. Trying to go end over end, and that's an offensive foul on the push-off by Eunice. Eunice will sit down after picking up her second. We'll get our first look of the afternoon at Shahad Bakar off the bench. Dougal this way for Andrew. One dribble and then moves it for Holscher. Now Dougal tries to back her way in on Zeider. Turns, puts it up off the rim. Tapped out of bounds. They'll say keep it here with Cleary. Shot did, of course, hit rim, so reset the shot clock to 20. Holscher will inbound from the baseline, lob it in for Dougal. She'll go up through a crowd and draws a foul. See who they get it on. It'll be on Alls. That'll be her second, team's second, so Alls and Eunice each with 2 fouls. J.C. Summers will go get Alls. Puts Dougal at the free throw line. First one's up and good. First trip to the line today for Izzy Dougal. Had 1 basket back in the first. Second free throw is good as well. And again, back to a 3-point game for Cleary. 21-18, still plenty of time in this second quarter. Loon on a curl, floats it up and fills it. Second basket for Loon. She knocked down a three back in the first. Swing it around the arc to Kapling. Now zips it inside. Holscher high off glass, and that one falls. Safe to say Samantha Holscher having a better day against the Warriors than she did back on January 3rd. 4 of 6 shooting now, 11 points. Also has 5 rebounds and 2 assists. Shahad Bakar driving on Holscher. Turns back, leaves it at the free throw line for Andrews, who sinks it. Give the assist to Shahad Bakar. Another assist for the Warriors as that's blocked out of bounds by Kendall Zeider. Warriors have 8 assists on 10 made shots. Floated in to Andrew. Get it back to Cole. Cole rises inside the line and scores. Evelyn Cole in this first half showing off some range. Saw her hit a three from that side of the floor back in the first quarter. Now a long 2, 6 minutes to go in the first half. It's 25-22. Summers the offensive rebound, can't get the putback to fall. And Cleary lets it go off the baseline, but official says it's still Warriors basketball. Inbound out high for Zeider. Send it back this way for Simone Andrews. Still 12 to shoot. Now Zeider throws it up, fills it up, counted in a foul. Jess Andrew picks up the foul, her first, team's first. Free throw falls on the and one for Zeider. Ball tracked down in the corner. Shahad Bakar saved it and then let it go out of bounds, did Samantha Holscher. Official says it's Cleary basketball. Shahad Bakar maybe felt like Holscher picked it up when it was already out of bounds. But it'll stay with blue here. Holscher has it, 5 to shoot, straight away. And that's rejected, ripped out of the air by Kendall Zeider. Off and running as Simone Andrews lays it up and it rolls off. Inside Dougal, just got by Zeider there on the interior. 28-24, 4:45 to go in the half. For Dougal, that's now 6 points, just 2 of 7 from the floor. Scooping and laying it in at the other end was Zeider. Straightaway 3 comes up just short by Cochran. They'll let this go out of bounds. That'll send us to our second quarter media timeout. It's the Warriors 30 and the Cougars 24 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Back out of the media timeout. It's the Warriors by 6. Just over 4 minutes to go in the first half. Warriors 16-9 coming into play today. 15-4 conference record after they won each of their last 2. Here's Cole stepping back beyond the arc. Dropped it off to Jess Andrew. Cleary 12-13 record, 10-9 in WAC play this season. But they've been hanging tough with the Warriors so far today after getting off to a slow start on the offensive end of things. Bounce it looking for Dougal. A bump inside as that one skipped away from Dougal. Tambry Williams got a nice bump on the back there on Dougal, but no call. So for the Warriors, it's Bakar, Williams, Andrews, Loon, and Summers. It's Cochran, Andrew, Dougal, Cole, Holscher for the Cougars. Williams has it, 12 to shoot, outside Andrews. Looked at the clock, now gets to the free throw line. That one jumps off, rebound Warriors. Get it to the far corner for Summers. 10 off the reset, 2:55 to go in the half. Simone Andrews bounces baseline to Williams. She'll turn, leave it for Bakar, who scores. And that's really been this season a sort of underrated part of Tambry Williams' game, is her ability to make passes just like that on the inside to her cutting teammates. She hooked up with Shahad Bakar for 2 and then goes and gets the defensive board at the other end. Drop it off baseline, Loon, outside Summers, extra pass, wide open, Andrews, can't make him pay. And again, Warriors, as Williams just there a moment ago got that assist on the lay-in. 9 assists on 12 made shots for Rochester Christian. 2:10 to go in the half, 32-24. One area Rochester Christian could look to clean up, though, as this game moves along. The turnovers as Loon steps back, rises and misses. Williams got a hand on the rebound, and then a whistle inside. We'll see which way this goes. It'll be on Dougal, her second, team's third. But going back to that turnover margin, Warriors -3 in turnovers. They've turned it over 8 times to now Cleary's 6 times, so give it a -2. Andrews behind the back dribble, leaves it for Shahad Bakar. Tight ropes the baseline, but too strong on the reverse. Three just grazes the rim that time by Jess Andrew. Zider comes back in for Tambry Williams. Williams did her job in the few minutes that she was out there. Williams 2 rebounds and 1 assist during that stretch that she was in there for Zider. Warriors with 65 seconds to go in the half, 32-24 with possession. Andrews getting downhill, lays it up, lays it in. Here's Cole trying to attack on Kendall Zider and got it to go. Cole has had a nice half scoring for Cleary. Takeaway, Holscher comes away with it. She's off and running the other direction. 25 seconds to go. Clocks are about even here So Cleary could, in essence, hold for the final shot, and it looks like they'll do that. Whistling a foul out high at the logo is going to be on Shahad Bakar. That basket for Cole gives her 7 on the half, 3 of 5 shooting. Final 7 seconds of the half, get it to Jess Andrew. Ashley Loon drives her to the baseline. Outside, wide open look for Kapling, comes up short. That is how our first half will end. Warriors will take the 34-26 lead to the half on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Welcome back on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. At the half between the Warriors and the Cougars, Warriors lead it by 8 at the break. As we take a look now at some stats from that first 20 minutes of play. Rochester Christian shot at just under 54% for the half, 4 of 7 from beyond the arc. Rebounding through that first half of play, very even. Warriors assisted on 10 of their 14 made shots, but did turn it over 9 times in that first half of play. Simone Andrews, J.C. Summers, and Kendall Zeider each finished the half with 8 points to lead the Warriors. On the other side, Samantha Holscher leads her team with 11 and 7 rebounds, also 2 assists as well. And Evelyn Cole, 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. Izzy Dougal just behind her with 6 points, but just 2 of 8 from the floor in that first half of play. Again, at the half from Garth Pleasant Arena, it's the Rochester Christian Warriors 34 and the Cleary Cougars 26.
It all began in 1937 on this very basketball court in Kansas City. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way we lead, the way we make athletics greater than a game, and all strive to do more and be more. At the NAIA, we take the student and student athlete seriously and focus on the whole person, because individual growth doesn't stop at the final buzzer. Our character-driven athletics empower student athletes to succeed in competition, in class, and in life.
I'm not just preparing for the next game. I'm preparing for what's next.
For NAIA member institutions, small doesn't mean limited. It means limitless. Our schools aren't simply the sum of their teams. They're whole communities that are founded on opportunity, strengthened by tradition, and powered by passion.
Here, we build athletic programs that build lives and legacies.
Through our 29 sports, 21 conferences, 250 member institutions, and 83,000 student athletes, the NAIA fosters a culture of competition and connection in an unstoppable intercollegiate movement where athletics push to new heights and integrity keeps us grounded.
We don't measure success in W's alone. Our greatest victory is the community we create for the student-athlete experience.
Across the NAIA, we play for the love of the game, finding strength in our teammates and gaining inspiration from our challengers.
We know excellence doesn't happen by chance. That's why we built our own playbook for success. From our common sense regulations to our innovative tools like Return on Athletics to our commitment to character development, we help schools not just compete, but thrive.
Our investment goes beyond athletics. We're investing in the future of our student athletes and our schools.
We are bigger than a game, than a record, than a championship. We are the next generation of athletes, leaders, and game changers. It's why we choose the NAIA.
This is college athletics the way it was meant to be. This is the right way to play.
Welcome back on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Stephen McDonald here with you inside of Garth Pleasant Arena on Valentine's Day and Senior Day. Third quarter just about set to get going here in just a moment. Simone Andrews, J.C. Summers, and Kendall Zeider each led the way for the Warriors in that first half with 8 points apiece. Samantha Holscher led her squad with 11, just needs a couple more rebounds to get a double-double on the afternoon, has 11 and 7 so far. It'll be Cleary basketball to begin the second half in just a moment. Warriors getting their final instruction from Coach Ocampo. While we have a quick second, take a look at the final 2 games of the regular season. We'll be back here on Wednesday the 18th as the Warriors host Lawrence Tech. First game's at 5:30 Eastern Time, men's game to follow just after, and then on Saturday the 21st, that's a week from today, Warriors will round out the regular season at Madonna. That game will start at 1 o'clock. Turnover on the first possession of the second half finds its way into the hands of Simone Andrews. To the corner for Lowry for 3. Knock it down. The senior knocks down a triple to begin the second half. Warriors have shot it well from out there today. That's their 5th 3 of the afternoon, 5 out of 8. Send it this way looking for Kapling. She wants a 3 but pushes it off to the left. Simone Andrews will jog it into the front court. Warriors have gotten 3s from Summers, Loon, Eunice, and Lowry today, combining for those 5 made 3s. Zeider spins inside, lays it up, and got it to go off the back of the rim. So 5 quick points for the Warriors begin the half. Free throw line jump shot comes up off the front of the rim. Rebound tracked down, though, by the Cougars, and they knock it down from the corner. Jess Andrew benefits from the Samantha Holscher offensive rebound off the miss. Swing it around the arc, get it all the way around far side to Andrews. She'll go in, leave it for Loon. 10 on the possession. Try to get it to a cutting J.C. Summers, had it stolen away. Now Holscher kicks it to the corner for 3. Errant shot that time by, looked like that was Andrew. Simone Andrews off glass and good. Warriors on a good start to this third quarter, jumping out 7-3 here so far in the third. Straight away for Holscher, 10 to shoot, lost it behind her back. Cole for a long 2, comes up short. A lot of these misses for the Cougars today, they're missing short on. Try to go to the corner for Loon, knock down the shot, but a whistle and a foul before all that. Stops the clock, 7:18 to go in the third, 41-29 Warriors. Zeider with it, wanted to hand it to Simone Andrews, now underhand flips for her, drives on Holscher. 10 to shoot as Loon picks up the dribble. Andrews driving and a reach in and a foul. Andrew picks up her second, team's second of the third. So a long possession for Rochester Christian. See if they can get some points out of it. Go inside for Zider, through some contact, lays it up, and it falls out. Track down her own miss, however, bounce it to Loon, lay it up, lay it in, count it in a foul. And again, that extra pass paying off for the Warriors. Loon gets the 2 plus 1. She'll go to the line. It's up and good. And again, Rochester Christian had a couple cracks at it on that sequence. That'll lead to a timeout called by Coach Schlump. 6:43 to go in the quarter. It's Rochester Christian 44 and Cleary 29 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. After the basket and one by Ashley Loon before that timeout, she now has 8 points on the day. Give her 3 assists as well, 3 of 4 shooting from the floor. Warriors have assisted 13 times on 18 made shots. We've got 6:43 to go in the third. Simone Andrews, Kendall Zider, each with 10. It'll be Cleary basketball out of the timeout. Warriors into a trapping look here off the inbound. Down low, layup, no, but a whistle and a foul. Holscher got whacked on the way up. Fouls on Simone Andrews, her first, team's first here in the quarter. That'll put Holscher at the free throw line. She's done well there today, 3 of 4 so far. First one's up, and halfway down it popped out. Second one rattles through. So since the break, Holscher 1 point now off the free throw, also has a rebound as well. She's got 12 and 8 rebounds plus 3 assists. And then a bump out high, Simone Andrews kind of curling around the three-point arc. Fouls on Cochran, her second, team's fourth already. Looks like a quick stoppage as they're working on something over at the scorer's table. Looks like possibly just making sure the clock is where it needs to be. It shows 6:21 to go in the quarter and 20 on the shot clock. There's now 15 seconds on that. Andrews driving, lay it up and score it. A 12-4 start to this third quarter for Rochester Christian. Outside, up fake, now steps into the three. It jumps off the rim for Cole. Rebound came down to Zider. But I believe they'll get Zider for a foul here. It will be her second. That'll put Holscher back at the free throw line. Went 1 for 2 a moment ago at the line. Knocks down the first. Good on both. Cleary, as a team, has shot it well at the free throw line today, making the most of their opportunities. By my count, 10 of 12 now at the line. Warriors just 3 out of 4. Cochran will pick up her third quickly, so she'll check out. McKenna Jarrett comes in for her. First free throw is home for Kendall Zeider. Second one good as well. On the floor for the Warriors, it's Lowry, Andrews, Summers, Loon, and Zeider. Jess Andrew, Dougal, Jarrett, Cole, Holscher, the 5 for the Cougars. Lowry this way for Loon, cycle it for Summers. Pass just a touch too tall that time, finds its way outside to Loon for 3. Get it to Holscher, goes in on Summers, who plays it straight up, forced the miss, and then a tie-up with possession arrow favoring the Warriors. That'll send us to the third quarter media timeout. 47-34 our score with 4:56 to go in the third on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Welcome back out of the media timeout. 47-34 Warriors. Loon turns back on Dougal. Simone Andrews with 12 to shoot, picks up the dribble, gets it to Amal Eunice. Inside Zeider, one dribble, goes up with it. Had it returned right back to her, goes up a second time and gets fouled. Fouls on Jarrett, her first, team's 5th. So the Warriors will be in the bonus. Zeider at the free throw line sinks the first. Second one off the front of the rim does not fall. Cole for 3, offline, it's out of bounds. Zider goes to the baseline for Summers. Outside Loon, extra pass to Andrews for three, too strong. Rebound comes down to Cleary into the hands of Jarrett. Rebounding today has been pretty even. Knock it down for McKenna Jarrett. So she gets the rebound at one end and knocks down an open three at the other, 48-37 rather. Free throw line jumper for Simone Andrews sticks. That mid-range is certainly her game. She can knock down a three a time or two as well, but really feels comfortable in that mid-range. Turning, hooking, hitting. Dougal for two. And traveling with it down on the baseline was Amal Yunus. That'll be the 12th turnover of the day for the Warriors. Cleary has done well limiting their mistakes in that respect, just 6 turnovers on their end. Float it far side, Jarrett into a three again, and that one's through. Just like that, back into single digits, 50-42, still 2:40 to go in the third. Zider goes baseline Eunice to a basket-cutting Mila Alls, had it stolen. Cole on the run, lays it up, it rolls off. Offensive rebound put up, no, and a whistle and a foul on the third try. Izzy Dougal got fouled. It'll be the third on Zider. Looks like, at least for the time being, she'll stay in. Looks like she's looking over to the bench just to make sure. Dougal at the line, first one's up and through. Again, nobody heading over to the table for the Warriors, so Zider will stay in there at least for the moment with those 3 fouls. Second free throw upcoming for Izzy Dougal. Dougal misses on the second, but gets into double figures with that first one, has 10 points. Holscher still a team-high 14 for her. Does have that double-double now with 14 and 10 rebounds as Dougal steps in and pokes that ball away into the corner. Zider spinning, leaves it short, got her own miss, puts it up, no, but a whistle and a foul. Looks like it'll go on Dougal. That'll be her third. Shahad Bakar comes in for Amal Yunus, so Zider will go to the line. She has 3 fouls. Dougal picks up her third, and looks like she'll stay in as well. First free throw for Zider's through. Though it looks like Tambry Williams could be coming in for Zider after this free throw, and she will. Zider departs after knocking down 2 at the line. Simone Andrews nearly stepped in for the steal right under the hoop, but knocked it away out of bounds. Get it into Holscher. Warriors picking up some pressure. That pass gets away from Cole. Otherwise, it was a 2-on-0 for Cleary there. 2:05 to go in the third. Warriors basketball up by 9. It's Williams, Loon, Alls, Bakar, and Simone Andrews. Bakar tried to turn, had it stripped. Cole slows it down as they get it to Holscher. She'll go baseline on 3 Warriors defenders. Far side. Wide open look for three. It's off to the left. McKenna Jarrett had an open look there from beyond the arc. Was 2 for 3 from the outside before that attempt. Izzy Dougal tried to hold it in on the baseline after the miss, was unable to do so. Warriors basketball with 1:15. Here's Williams. Had a nice stretch in replacing Zeider back in the first half. Had a couple rebounds and 1 assist during her run on the floor at that point. Fouls on Cole, her third. So Loon will step to the free throw line. First one's up and through. Loon still on those 8 points before this trip to the line. Gets 1 so far. Second one pops through for her. So that should put her into double figures now at 10. Would be the third Warrior in double figures today, joining Andrews and Zeider, who each have 14. High off glass, too strong. Holscher got her own miss. She's done that a few times today. Has done well on the offensive rebounding for Cleary. Corner pocket three does not fall. And again, Holscher right on cue tracks down the miss. And then Jarrett, as she got above the free throw line, shuffled her feet, and that's a travel. Zeider and Summers will come in. 39.2 seconds remaining in the quarter. Kapling comes in for the Cougars. Bakar off to Loon. Those two will play catch and then send it this way for Simone Andrews. 15 on the possession, 23 in the quarter. Corner three for Loon. Off the floor comes to Shahad Bakar. Loon pivoting once, twice, throws up a shot, no. And then on the exit from their defensive half, a whistle and a foul on the Warriors. It'll be the fourth on Zeider, who just came back in. So she will quickly make her way back to the bench. 11.9 seconds in the quarter. Holscher being guarded by Shahad Bakar, gets inside, goes up against Summers and scores. No inbound for Rochester Christian after the basket by Samantha Holscher. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Our score, the Warriors 54, the Cougars 45, from Garth Pleasant Arena on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors 10 minutes away from going to 16-4 in conference play this season. Would be winners of 3 straight if they're able to hold on in this one, and would be winners of 4 of their last 5. And we have one more game here at home this season, at least for the regular season, will come on Wednesday against Lawrence Tech. They'll finish out the regular season a week from now on the road. Jarrett for 3, lips out, offensive rebound, who else but Holscher. She misses on the putback. Couple Cougars go tumbling down to the floor. A whistle and a foul was in there as well. Holscher went down, and then looked like Dougal kind of tripped over her. It'll be on Williams, her first. Free throw does not fall for Holscher. Holscher today 14 points, 12 rebounds, also 3 assists as well. Knocks down the second. Warriors have 3 players in double figures today, Loon being one of them. Here's another Simone Andrews who has 14. Pass swatted away out of bounds by Izzy Dougal. The next Warrior to potentially get into double figures would be J.C. Summers, who currently sits on 8. Try to get it into Summers, pass picked off. Now Holscher off to Jarrett, goes in, flips it up over her head, no. Rebound comes down to Summers. Warriors try to rush it up ahead, get it to Tamri Williams, who stepped out of bounds trying to save the basketball. Just over a minute into our 4th quarter. A very tightly contested 3rd quarter ends with the Warriors 20-19 in the 3rd. Get it to the free throw line, stepping back above the free throw line, but missing. Cougars unable to convert on that look by Jess Andrew. Loon driving, gets all the way to the rim, lay it up, no, but a whistle and a foul should be on Rail. It is on Rail, just her first. Evelyn Cole comes back in, still sitting on 7 points from that first half. First free throw splashes through from Loon. One more for her at the line is up and good. Loon out there with Summers, Andrews, Bakar, and Williams. Holscher dumps it inside looking for Dougal. Dougal turns, fires it up. No. Offensive rebound. Cole misses on the shot but got bumped and fouled. Fouls on Bakar, her second, team's second. Cole at the free throw line, first time for her today, splashes in the first. Cougars today, second one up and off the heel. As a team today, right around 75% at the line, as Cole goes 1 out of 2 there. Samantha Holscher has found herself at the line more than once today, 7 of 10 on free throws alone. Has 17 points, 13 rebounds. To Summers, floats it up short. And then a whistle after the shot. Player going down looks to be Dougal. Looks like she caught something up high there. She's okay. Fouls on Summers there, her second, team's third. Warriors with a takeaway with Shahad Bakar. She's done well in that respect throughout her Warriors career, taking away the basketball on the defensive end of things. Andrews gets towards the baseline, rising, firing, but missing. 7:15 to go in the game, 56-47. Cleary has hung around after that 0 of 8 start to the game. But that slow start could be what hurts them here this afternoon. 3 by Cole is no good. Saved inbounds by the Warriors into the hands of Simone Andrews. Shahad Bakar plays catch with J.C. Summers. Her 3 is up and through. Give the assist to J.C. Summers. Get it inside quickly, off glass, no, for Izzy Dougal. And then Holscher kind of stumbled along the baseline, and they say she touched it out of bounds. Mila Alls comes in for Tambry Williams, 6:25 to go. Alls with it straight away. So inside looking for J.C. Summers. She got grabbed on a reach around by Izzy Dougal. That'll be number 4 on Dougal. Caitlin Rail will check in. Dougal will head out. Inbound to Summers. She'll back it out. Now Summers backs in on Rail. Outside Alls for 3. Too strong. Long rebound comes down to Cole. Pass picked off by Mila Alls. And she traveled with it, trying to move it up floor for Simone Andrews. Holscher bounces for Rail, goes right back for Holscher. Holscher wants a 3. Rebound to Ashley Loon. For Holscher, that's her first look from 3 today. 5 out of 9 before that shot. And a whistle, believe it was away from the basketball. They'll get Rail for her second, team's third. Rail certainly giving up some size to Summers, but so far done well to defend her. Just bodying with her right now. Bakar launching into a 3. Holscher deflected the rebound off the floor, battle for it on the floor. Possession arrow should stay here with Rochester Christian. So again, keep an eye on that matchup with Dougal out with those 4 fouls. Rail guarding J.C. Summers. Inbound comes quickly to Simone Andrews, who lays it in for 2. Floated to Holscher, and she got bumped and fouled by Mila Alls. Kind of a tough one for Alls there, was just standing in her position, and the pass just kind of floated Holscher into her. But it'll go as Alls' third and team's fourth. Fourth quarter media timeout. It's the Warriors 61 and Cleary 47 on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. There's 4:49 to go in the game. It's the Warriors 61, Cleary 47. And right now, some all too familiar territory for the Cougars. Just 2 points in this fourth quarter against the Warriors. That's what happened the last time these two teams met up back in the start of the new year on January 3rd. Warriors held them to just 2 points in that final quarter. Get it to Holscher out of the timeout. 12 on the possession. Dougal back in there after picking up her fourth foul. Has it here with 5 to shoot, pass too tall. And right as Mila Alls came in possession of the basketball off the steal, looks like Coach Ocampo called time there. So with 4.5 to go, Warriors will take time. We'll step aside for a quick timeout on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Out of the timeout, 4.5 to go in the game. 61-47 our score. Warriors just a couple minutes away from their third straight win and would be win number 4 out of their last 5. Came into this one near the top of the conference standings. Get it to Loon going baseline for 2. Give you the breakdown here quickly of that top of the standings as we entered play today. Indiana Tech 18-1. Their lone loss was in the final seconds here against the Warriors back in December. Pass tipped and stolen. Shahad Bakar got a hand on it. Ashley Loon cleared it out. Lords 15-4, Aquinas 15-4, and your Warriors came into today at 15-4. So right in the thick of things at the top of the standings. A win today would, of course, help their cause even more. Zeider off glass, leaning back, and got it. And looks like they got Zeider for a foul here. And that will be her 5th, so she'll be done for the day on her senior day, as she was honored earlier before our contest. That's the team's 5th as well. Dougal at the line. She has 4 fouls of her own. First free throw off the back of the rim. Reminder, the men's game will get going just a little bit after this one wraps up, so stick with us here on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Looks like they'll have their senior day as well before the game. $65-48, 3:18 to go. Timeout called by the Cougars. We'll take the timeout with them on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Well, we mentioned before the timeout the men's game will get going just about 30 minutes after this game wraps up. Take a look at that matchup for the Warriors. They come in winners of their last 5 games. They're 11-3 at home this season. The last time these teams met in the first few days of January, it was the Warriors taking that one 96-77. Warriors inbounded out of the timeout. Darnell Turner Jr. that day, 30 points and 9 rebounds for him in the win for the Warriors. So that game will take place just about a half hour after this game finishes. Baseline for Summers, misses on the shot, but draws the foul. That'll be the 4th on Cole. McKenna Jarrett goes to the bench. Free throw falls for J.C. Summers. Believe the stoppages to get the score on the scoreboard corrected here inside of Garth Pleasant Arena. At the last trip to the line for Cleary, free throw went through, but believe they gave the point to the Warriors there. So I believe that's what the correction was for. Second one for Summers is through as well, so 2 at the line for her makes it 67-48. Post it for Dougal, has it ripped away by Summers at the last second. Cleary hangs on to possession. Corner 3 rings through. And then a steal. Cole driving, sidestep, misses on the shot. Another offensive rebound for Holscher. Before this game ends, we got to take a look at how many that is on the offensive end for Holscher today. Again, Dougal misses on the shot. Warriors get the rebound this time. And Coach Ocampo will call time. 2:16 to go as Ashley Loon was trapped deep in the backcourt after the rebound. So he calls time. We'll take time with them on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Taking a look while we had a quick moment for Samantha Holscher today. 14 total rebounds, 10 of those credited on the offensive end. Has 17 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists today. Ashley Loon tries to fire it in from the baseline, stolen away by Holscher, and then she got dumped to the floor and fouled. Loon will pick up the foul, her first. Holscher will go to the line where she's 7 of 10 today. Has played nearly the entire contest. First free throw jumps off. Second one spins out on her. Rail the rebound, and Rail puts it in. Warriors trying to get it up floor and do with Simone Andrews. Now they can just try to take down some of this clock. Get it inside 2 minutes now to play. 67-53. Tumbling and getting fouled was Shahad Bakar. That'll be the 5th and final on Izzy Dougal. So saw Zeider foul out just a few minutes ago. Now Dougal checks out. And that'll be the 8th time this season that Dougal will foul out from a game. Free throw from Shahad Bakar, too strong. So for Zeider, her day ended with 16 points, 7 rebounds, had a couple assists in there, 5 of them to be exact. Was also credited with a steal and a block as well for her stat line. Dougal will finish her day with 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 steals. Holscher will pick up her 2nd and team's 5th, so that puts the Warriors in the bonus to round this one out. Bakar will go to the line. First one is up and through. Second one good as well. Gives the Warriors 70. And they've shot it well at the line today. Straight on 3 is through. Jess Andrew knocks down the 3. Up ahead, Simone Andrews answers back for 2. Andrew from the same spot comes up short this time. Rebound Alls. Send it this way looking for Loon. Bounce it pass stolen. Rail up ahead. McKenna Jarrett sidesteps into a 3. Rebound another for Loon. And then bumped and fouled out near midcourt is Simone Andrews with 1:01 to go. That'll be the 5th on Cole. So her day done. Andrews to the line. Warriors are 16 of 19 at the line today. Free throw good. Warriors are going to go to 16 and 4 as the second free throw good as well. 16 and 4 in conference play. Win number 17 for them overall. Jarrett, 3, pops out. Next game will be the final game at home for the regular season. Lawrence Tech will come in at 5:30 on Wednesday. Warriors will be at Madonna next Saturday to round out the regular season. More than likely, though, will host a game come tournament play, though. Coming in from behind, Shahad Bakar nearly with the takeaway. Just unable to hold it in on the near sideline. 18 seconds remain. Lay in good for Jarrett. 74-58 will be your final score. Cleary with the loss will fall to 12 and 14 and 10 and 10 in WAC play. Some final stats from this one before we sign off. The men's game will be getting underway in just a short while here on the Rochester Christian Sports Network. Warriors shoot at 51% from the floor in the winning effort, almost 43% from beyond the arc, 6 of 14 from beyond the three-point line, and a scorching 85% from the free throw line, 18 of 21. They were led on senior day by the sophomore Simone Andrews with 20 points. Kendall Zeider, one of those seniors, had 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Ashley Loon, another senior, 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And J.C. Summers finishes the day with 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. On the other side, for Cleary, Samantha Holscher, 17 points, an outstanding 14 rebounds, 10 of those coming on the offensive end, and chipped in 4 assists as well. Izzy Dougal fouled out in this game, but finished with 12 points and 3 rebounds on 4 of 16 shooting. So for SID Andrew Ripke, my name's Stephen MacDonald, saying so long from Garth Pleasant Arena, where your final score one final time is the Warriors 74 and the Cougars 58. This has been a presentation of the Rochester Christian Sports Network.